Okay. How's it going?
Um,
Yeah. Is it actually going good, or are you just saying good? Okay, let's start there then. You and I haven't sat down and just talked like one on one in a long time. So why don't you just give me like an update of how things have been going? It can be stuff here at school, it can be stuff at home. Just how's things going?
I don't know what you like. What is it? Family stuff?
Anything. What do you want to tell me?
Family therapy. I'm starting family therapy.
Okay. With your sister and okay. Is it just the two of you, or is
No,
your
it's my whole family.
okay?
My sister, her husband, and
And how's that going? Yeah. How often do you guys meet?
that was a first meeting last week.
Okay.
So,
And what kind of things did they focus on? What did they talk about?
like responsibility, or like trying to deal like with conflict.
So did you like it? Did it make you feel good, or did you
Yeah.
not like? Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff out. Like, what is up? Like, we talk about what our roles in the family are.
Okay.
So, like, I got people's perspective on like what their roles are, like what my roles are,
Right.
like, what we can do about it.
Wow.
So,
So you got a lot of like tools and resources that you can use.
yeah.
Yeah. Good. What about here at school? What would you? How are things going? I mean,
Stress.
okay. Tell me what's stressing you out.
Trying to do better. Like, getting my stuff done.
Okay. Do you feel like you can get your stuff done?
I don't. I'm hoping. I'm literally like going towards it. So I'm scared like I won't. Like I'm scared like I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna procrastinate.
Okay.
I told that my sister last night. I was like, I'm gonna procrastinate, and she's like, well, you gotta work on that. So we're working on that.
Okay.
She's making me sit in the living room for like an hour or two, and we put my phone in a bag, like a box,
Okay.
because I'm into that. My phone. So we did that. We started to do that in the living room where she's next to me and my brother-in-law, and the TV's off. So I'm just get started on getting that distraction.
Okay. Let's start here.
Oh God.
What?
I don't know.
Don't be nervous. There's no bomb that I'm going to drop on you today. There's nothing that I'm going to be like, Savannah, this is going on. There's nothing new. But what I want you to do, we've been in school for 6 weeks this semester. Rate your performance for me. Scale of 1 to 10. Where would you put yourself on that scale on how you've done so far? A -1. Has it really been that bad? I mean, I would associate a negative with not only have you not done anything, you've actually caused more problems for yourself. Where would you realistically place yourself on that scale?
Two.
A 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Explain to me why you choose a 2 specifically.
Because I'm not getting anywhere.
Okay. You're just not making progress on grad point. Okay. I would agree. So what I was looking at this morning was specifically economics. Okay. You finished 2 modules of the 18. I know you know that. Now I was really happy because when I went in, I looked at your activity and I saw that yesterday you spent almost a half an hour on economics alone. No, that's great. That's basically what you should be averaging. I'd like to see a little bit more than 30 minutes, but if you're doing 30 minutes a day for my class, you'll be fine. But then I looked at last week. Do you want to guess from Monday to Friday how long you spent on economics? Not even close. 9 seconds.
9 seconds.
It basically showed me that you'd signed in, pulled something up, and then signed out. It's okay. I'm not here to shame you. I just want to make you aware of this stuff so that we can create a plan that's going to get you kind of to finish these modules. Okay, so you put yourself at a 2. Do me a favor. Will you pull up your notes? Do you ever use the notes function on your phone?
Yeah.
Pull it up for me. Create a page, and let's actually put some of this stuff in print so that we can use it all semester. Okay. Um, what would you say are the biggest barriers to you getting your work done? We, We can even go more specific. We've talked about this.
TikTok.
What on your phone? Yeah.
Snapchat.
Put down. I want you to put down. Maybe put your phone first, and then put TikTok and Snapchat. All right. Okay. So I think we're both on the same page on that one. The phone is the biggest distraction. Okay. Let's say we are at the computer and you finally, maybe even Neely is like, hey, I'm taking the phone. The phone's gone. What's the next distraction? What's the next thing you do to prevent yourself from actually working? People, talking to people, put it down. Socializing, talking, phrase it how you want to phrase it, put it in your own words. Talking to people. Okay. All right, the phone's gone. This place is silent. Is there any other distractions that you see? Daydreaming?
No, I don't know.
No, I would completely agree. Do you ever find yourself just dazed out? Like maybe you even have
other things.
maybe you even have econ up on the screen in front of you. You might even be looking directly at the screen, but you're not actually thinking about it.
Yeah.
Put it down. Put down daydreaming. I like it. Okay. Is there anything else that you would put on that list? Things that you find to be distractions, things that are preventing you from getting your work done. Okay. I would agree. Okay, so I'm going to focus on economics. I know you have other classes. You've got your English 12 class right here. That was like that's not your transcript. You've got English 11 semester 1, and then you've got English 12 semester 2. Does that sound right? Okay. And then I know you're in like your foods class, and that's something you like, right? Yeah. You can't cook. You know that's the point of the class is to teach you to cook, right?
The only thing I can cook. Oh, I can't even cook SpaghettiOs the other day. I couldn't.
SpaghettiOs,
Yeah,
it's
I
microwavable.
know. I put it in the microwave and it just. I put it in for like. Put it in for like 3 minutes actually, and like it blew up.
Did you read the can?
Yeah, afterwards.
Afterwards.
So I put it in for like 55 seconds.
My specialty is mac and cheese.
Ew.
You don't like mac and cheese?
I do, but not Kraft.
Okay.
What?
What? I love Kraft.
I tried making mac and cheese the other day. It didn't work. And then hot chocolate I tried making.
Yeah.
I didn't do that right.
Pay attention in foods class then.
We're not even cooking yet, but
Really?
I told my like people I was like, just do one meal. Like, ooh, not cooking. So
Well, hopefully you'll learn something in
I can
there.
make a peanut butter jelly. Actually, sometimes.
That's a good start.
Without dropping it.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the main reason I want to meet with you this week is I want to know what we're going to do differently. We are now back 5 days a week, and you guys were all really excited and I think optimistic. You were like, this is going to solve all of the problems. Do you agree? Do you feel like that's the case?
Mhm.
Okay. I want you to be specific and tell me what's going to be different now that you're here 5 days a week than when you were only here 2 days a week. What's going to be different? What am I going to see differently? Every day? Probably every day.
Yeah, I mean, I use Google.
Okay. Okay. So you're actually going to give your phone to Mrs. Neely. Okay. How about we create a specific plan? Maybe, let's be honest, Amanda, maybe it's not realistic to say that Monday through Friday you're going to walk in the door and say, hey, Mrs. Neely, here's my phone. Could we do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing? Yeah? Why don't we put that down? Okay. You can put what we're doing differently or something and just put phone goes to Neely Monday, Wednesday, Friday. MWF. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay? And the reason I'm having you do this list, Savannah, this can be adjusted. Okay? Maybe Maybe tomorrow you come in and you're like, I just can't do it. And maybe we need to say, hey, we're going to do Tuesday, Thursday. We're going to start with Tuesday, Thursday, and maybe we'll work up to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay. Okay. Phone's going to Neely. What about the talking to people? How are we going to avoid that? Do you listen to music while you work? Okay. I'll tell you this. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they said I'm going to avoid talking by just plugging in my headphones because people know that when my headphones are in, I'm not talking to them.
Yeah, I'll just because I just didn't have my phone the other day. The other day.
Yeah.
I have my AirPods and then she took my phone.
Right. She could still take your phone and you could start a playlist, right? Yeah. So put something down that you're going to do to stop yourself from socializing a whole lot. Okay. And the last one that I think is going to be the hardest is daydreaming. How do we stop the daydreaming? Can I give you a suggestion? Schedule your daydreaming. That sounds silly. It does. I know.
No,
I know. But I'm dead serious, man. And think about it from this perspective. When I came in, you were working on a quiz. I'm going to work on this quiz, and then I'm going to give myself 3 minutes to just think about what I want to think about. Okay. And when I say schedule, I mean schedule. I mean, you need to say, it's 9:45 right now. I'm giving myself until 9:48 to daydream and think about what I want to think, or maybe grab my phone from Neely for a couple seconds and shoot off a couple of texts, and then I'm back to work. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Put down scheduling daydreams. Okay. Here's the last thing that I want. So you finished 2 of your modules on economics. You've got 16 to go. Okay. We've got we've got 12 weeks of school left. Okay. Now that's actual school, so that doesn't include, like, let's say spring break. You're not going anywhere. I think you are. You already said that you think you are. But let's say part of spring break you're working. That's additional time that you have to get the stuff done.
Yeah, actually, I saw my dad. My dad is pounding my sister right now.
Yeah.
Well, he got on my bed about it, and he's like, I said, I'm not. He's like, are you gonna do homework over at Myrtle Beach? And I said, I don't know. And he's like, you probably won't. You're gonna be on the beach. You're gonna be hanging out.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't see that happening. I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I want to see you graduate. I want my second to last child to graduate high school.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. I don't want to see you get held back again.
Right.
So.
Can I say how awesome that is? Just that you have people that are trying to keep you accountable right now.
Yeah, but like, he's just like pounding my sister. I don't, saying that she's not doing anything to help me, but she is. So I was scared my dad.
Have you let him know that?
What?
That hey, she's helping me. She
Yeah,
is.
I did try last night. He called me last night, talked, and then he's like, I feel like your sister's Amanda's not doing anything to help you graduate. And I said, she is. She's doing everything she can. It's just me and my phone and whatever.
Right.
He's like, well, maybe this is why you shouldn't have a phone because you get distracted easily.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So he's like, well, maybe I'll talk to him. I'll text him and tell him to shut off your phone. So, okay. Amanda said she won't.
Well, what I hear from you is that he sounds worried. It sounds
He
like
really
he
is.
wants to see you graduate.
He really does because Mariana, she dropped out. Like and then my sister Megan, I don't know what happened. But my 2 sisters, Angel and Tammy, they graduated high school.
Yeah.
They have a full-time job, going to college soon.
Right.
But like he wants to see me and do the same thing.
Okay.
He wants me to like graduate high school. He wants my little sister to graduate too, and just succeed. Like
Use it.
Yeah.
Use it. Prove your dad right. Do it for him.
I know. I know.
I think you want it for yourself, but it's kind of nice that you also can want it for somebody else.
Yeah, I just want my dad happy.
Yeah. It sounds like this is what's going to help him be happy.
He wants me to go to Michigan.
I don't agree with
to
that.
college.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
been my dream since third grade.
You can achieve that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but not with my grades.
Savannah, I don't want to call this a mistake, but you've proved to me that when you want to get stuff done, you can. Okay. In 1 week, you finished 6 or 7 modules in government because you said, I gotta get this done. Yeah, you procrastinated and stuff like that. But in that 1 week, you said, I'm not procrastinating. I'm gonna work my butt off, and you did. Okay. That's what I need to see in economics. Okay. I want you to add one last thing to your notes. We're gonna set a goal of 2 modules per week right now. Per week. So you're on module 2 right now. You're actually on module 3. You finished module 2. I would love to have you finished with module 4 by Friday. Okay? That might, I know that might seem like a lot, but if we want to get you done with economics by the end of the semester, this is the stuff that we've got to do. Okay? Now, I've told you this multiple times, Savannah. Graduation is in your hands. You decide whether it happens. If you say, I can't do 2 modules per week and I'm not even going to try, graduation is going to be put in a tricky situation. Okay? But like I've said, when you decide that you want to do something, you get it done. Okay? This list is going to be a growing list. If we see other problems like barriers, we're going to add to the list. If we see other things that we could be doing to help you get your modules done and graduate, we're going to add to the list. So please save that and put it in a safe place. Is there anything else that we didn't talk about today that you want to talk about? No.
My sister, she appreciates it so much. She literally talks. She's like, I appreciate Mrs. Sutton. I was like, yeah. And she tells me this. And I'm like, I'm halfway listening. I have AirPods in. She's like, are you even listening? I was like, yeah, I'm trying. She's like, oh, okay, well, I just wanted you to tell him that I really appreciate him.
Thanks for
Everything he
telling me.
does. It's like, okay, we'll do. And I just remembered. It's like 3 weeks ago.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
That makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing
Actually,
something
I
right.
told her. She's like, how are you? And I was like, Mr. Sutton, he's okay. No, I said, he's good. He's always on me about my homework and all that, but he's lenient too. Like he understands. Like he understands. I guess.
I try to.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I'm going to let you get back to work, and I appreciate you meeting with me today. We're going to keep checking in like this, and again, we'll add to that list as we see necessary. All right. Cool.